What's up, you crazy people? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be giving you all the no BS, no nonsense tips that you need to get started on YouTube. Or if you have a small channel, then you need these tips. You need to follow everything that I'm going to say now in order to grow on YouTube correctly. It's not an overnight thing, and I'm going to explain just that in this video. So if you're new here, my name is Damian Mooruth. I do all sorts of social media tips, not just YouTube. So make sure to smash that subscribe button, tap the bell so you don't miss another video. Let's go. Okay, welcome back, guys. So first of all, if you want to make money on YouTube by getting monetized, you need to really think ahead with your content, but also you need to review your channel so far. Is it clean? Is it original? Is there anything that YouTube would likely demonetize you for or not monetize you at all? If you're making videos that are age restricted, for instance, contains violence or just not suitable to the general audience, then straight away you're going to affect your overall views, your engagements, and your videos, because they're just going to get flagged everywhere away from YouTube, and this will ultimately slow the process of monetization down for you, and you'll earn less. The number one area which you want to start with if you want to get a good start on your YouTube channel and moving forward is lighting and audio. The camera quality actually comes last. A lot of people tend to think that the camera is ultimately what makes videos better on YouTube, when actually if your lighting is off or the viewer can't really hear you clearly, then that's going to make them click away quicker than if you're concentrating on shooting a 4K video, for instance. So I would always spend time making sure that your audio quality is good. Go ahead and just say a few lines, test it over and over, drop it into your audio editing program, or just record on an audio thing like Audacity is good. If you've got Audacity, add that. It's free. Go ahead and just check your waves out. See if it's okay at certain levels. Go ahead and check it with microphones on as well, because a lot of the time it might sound good to you if you're just listening on your mobile or listening back on your computer, but the people that have earphones in, they might find it a little bit loud or sharp than what you can actually hear. So always start with sound quality first. I've got the Blue Yeti microphone here, which is very popular amongst YouTubers because it's a mid-range microphone that covers all angles. You can get lower range microphones, they do just as good quality. I dove straight into the Blue Yeti to save me going through the levels, and it's got more functions on there. So dependent on what your channel is about, really have a look into your microphones. You don't need to go high end to start with, okay? So I'll leave a link in the description below on the Blue Yeti, and you can see other microphones as well. Then move on to your lighting, and then you can go on to your production quality camera. Also make sure with your lighting that people aren't seeing things that you don't, okay? So go ahead and check your videos out, because to you might think that it's good, but other people are looking in the background at various things and not just you. So make sure that the lighting is good. There's no reflections coming in anywhere. So as you can see, I've got my reflection in the back here of my ring light. That can't actually be helped. But there's so many different things and factors which you can stop. So make sure that your lighting's right. Make sure you've got the right brightness. Make sure you've got the look that you really want before you hit that record button. Storage. Always keep a backup of everything that you record, okay? The files that you use, the designs, the sounds, the amount of times where I've been burned in the past because I didn't do this due to space or not checking the storage before recording is just ridiculous. So save yourself a lot of stress and heartache by getting yourself an external hard drive, or just making sure that your computer or laptop or wherever you're editing your videos has enough room or space on them to complete your tasks. So one thing that I highly recommend is to get yourself an external hard drive. So I have this Porsche drive here. Okay, so this actually holds up to 2 terabytes. You can get a lot bigger, but 2 terabytes is fine. 2 terabytes is around 2000 gigabytes. Okay, so that's plenty of space to store plenty of videos. Okay, if you actually work it out, on average, I mean, my videos on average come to between 4 to 7 gigs. Okay, so that's dependent on the length of the video and the amount of editing that you've done. But a general rule of thumb, you need to allow at least 3 to 4 gigabytes per YouTube video. Okay, so that's on average. So 2000 gigs is plenty of storage space away from your actual device, okay, your laptop or your computer. So I highly recommend you get yourself an external hard drive. It's going to save you a lot of heartache, and it's going to allow you to really be consistent with your content. So make sure you do check out the link in the description below. It's got everything that I use in my YouTube videos, and not just me, but many other YouTubers too. And definitely 1000% always make sure that you have at least a few gigs when recording on your device, because the last thing that you want when you're just in flow is to just cut. Before we go any further, guys, make sure you drop a comment below. Give me a thumbs up, as that will really help the YouTube algorithm, and make sure your comments are relatable to the content. I'll be picking out the best comments for a chance to be shouted out on my next video, and your link in the description. So you have all your lighting down, you sound great, you've spent hours editing your video to the point of a proud daddy or mommy. But none of this matters if you're not doing the next 2 steps. Number 1, keywords. Keywords directly relating to your video need to be in your title and your description if you're going to stand any chance of grabbing any organic traffic in your niche. So people tend to think that YouTube tags are the most important thing when it comes to SEO in your video, but actually if you don't have those keywords in your title and your description, then the tags are just fighting on their own. Okay, so there's no real cause to the tags. So without no keywords to back them up, you're not going to show up as easily on YouTube. So when you use tags, try to make a good mix of long tail and short tail. I personally would aim for the longer, more complex tags, because this will target the people more often, and more broader, simpler tags where competition is high. Number 2, something that I've banged on about a fair bit on my channel, as you know if you've followed me for a while, is thumbnails. As I said earlier, you can do all of the above. If you're not getting the click-through rates, that's not down to your video quality, that's actually down to your title and your thumbnail. Okay, so think about it. People are not clicking through to your video because of your content. Okay, unless you're very popular, you're good standing, okay, you're famous, people will click through to that video regardless of what the title says or the thumbnail. Okay, so look at Mr. Beast. But if you're trying to grow, then they're not going to know about your awesome content yet. So you need to stand out, and you need to scream, click me, I've got the goods. Okay, once people see that you're delivering as promised, the awesome thumbnail, the title, that's what people are going to hit that subscribe button for, and more likely click later down the line when you upload more videos. So don't blame the YouTube algorithm. Go ahead and check your analytics, and you'll see that YouTube are giving you plenty of impressions, but you're simply not getting that click-through rate and the views. Then that's ultimately down to your title and your thumbnail. If you want help with your YouTube thumbnails or profile design, do check out my Anytask gig below, where I can fully design your YouTube channel for you. For more YouTube tips, check out my playlist, and as always, thank you for watching, guys. Please do, if you haven't done so already, make sure to smash that subscribe button, tap the bell so you don't miss my next video, and make sure you drop a comment below if you have anything to add, or anything that you liked in this video, or anything that you want to see next. So I'm Damian Mooruth, and I'll see you on the next video.